That's kind of loud. Let's see, turn that down. Okay, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Nice. Page 139, it's review. We're talking about basically some of your dress-up words that you use in writing already, which is the strong verb, quality adjective, and ly adverb. A strong verb, you guys know, each one of these is used to create an image of your writing. So when people read your writing, they can picture it. And I know a lot of you, well, I'll say this. Some of you enjoy reading, I know you do. Some students may not so much. But either way, when you read, part of the fun of reading is visualizing what you're reading. So you kind of create a little movie inside your head, and it's like a little escape for you. You know, it's like you and your book, you get to read and you're like imagining stuff. That's what makes writing great and fun to read, is if you can imagine what's happening. And these words help you with that. So right where it has the bold words, we're just going to read the definitions of each one. So a strong verb is an action verb. It's never a linking or helping verb. Just a reminder, those are words like is, was, has, will be, been, being, all of those types of words are helping and linking. So those are not considered strong, but if you're going to give a specific action, that's a strong verb. So thinking, looking, sitting, writing, talking, dreaming. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. I'm using all ing, but you know, there's lots of different ones. Quality adjective, that's more specific than a weak adjective. So a weak adjective is overused, or it's boring, or it's vague. Like, I'm having a nice day. Nice is describing the day, but it's kind of like, what does that mean? Nice. Nice to you might not be the same thing as nice to me.
Is nice.
Raining, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm having a productive day. I'm having a fantastic day. I'm having an exciting day. Those types of quality adjectives are better. Kind of gives a little more description of what the day is like. And then there's the ly adverbs, and they're used to enhance the meaning of a verb. So it tells a little bit more of how something is being done. Like carefully bouncing your
Happily.
pencil on the table.
So very careful.
Yeah, methodically bouncing your pen. Okay, you get the idea. Okay. So
No.
it's telling more about the verb or the adjective or the other adverb that it modifies. Now, we are going to do a little practice on this page. We're going to take turns, go around the room. You're going to read the sentence. Tell me what the weak word is in the sentence. You'll underline that. And then there's a couple of right answers in there to use in place of that. So I'll start with John. Go ahead and read the first one. We'll just go around the room here.
The outlaws ran to Robin's aid.
Okay, the weak verb is what?
I don't know.
Well, what is the one verb?
Travel.
No, in the original sentence.
Oh, run. Okay, sorry.
Ran is the weak verb. So underline ran. And what other word could you use?
Rushed.
Rushed. That's a good one. Any other ideas out there?
Yeah, I feel like rush would be best.
Rushed or hurried, either one.
Yeah,
And there's
rush
gonna be-
seems better.
Yeah, rushed is good. Because if you said hopped, that's not really helping your friend. If you're gonna, I'll be right there. So
Oh, yeah.
fled would mean to like leave. Yeah.
I'm gonna flee away from you. Like,
Yeah.
Hopping, they're hopping.
Yeah.
I'm gonna flee to you from you.
The next one, Owen, read the next sentence.
A hungry man ate hearty steak.
What's the weak verb?
Ate,
Good. And so what other word could you use?
devoured,
Yes.
or
Or-
slurped.
Nibble.
Or slurped, it is
Cons-
not nibbled, because they are hungry men.
I know.
Devoured.
Feasted on, that would be okay too. Consumed, any of those are good except for nibbled. If they're hungry men, they're not gonna nibble.
Why are Amy so much for British people?
I know, true. Little Marcel.
Robin
Okay.
Hood is British.
Get me some tea, my tea.
Okay, Nora, what's the next one?
The stranger was big.
So this one's an adjective, which is a weak adjective.
Big.
Big. So what could you say about a stranger?
Terrible.
Gigantic.
Gigantic,
Roomy.
huge, roomy?
Yeah, yeah, we should.
That doesn't
Jeez,
Full of
this
room.
head's really roomy. Towering.
Towering could be, so
Roomy.
you can have multiple, just pick one.
You're
There's multiple right answers.
Gigantic.
Maybe roomy.
Then-
Roomy means
Roomy
that like
is-
you're a good roommate. That means like,
No,
you
it
have
means
much
like-
room.
If
You're
you're
allowed
buying
to-
a car and you're trying it out and you're sitting there, oh, this is roomy. It's like there's room inside there, not like a little like, what are those little ones called? A slug bug, or there's another one.
So
A
that
Lamborghini.
Yeah,
My
on the
dad's
freeway for sure.
My dad's
The
truck.
little tiny one. I forget. It's like a
My
clown
dad's
car.
truck.
Mini
Clown
Cooper.
car.
Oh, your dad's truck is. The
Roomy?
backseat of his dad's
No, it's
truck
not
is
roomy.
like
Very
the
tiny.
opposite. Like me to Owen.
Oh,
Just the back and we fit
That's
3
funny.
people in that.
oh my god.
And then there's only 2 seats in the front.
Oh.
Well, technically,
Straight.
there's only 1 seat. in the
But
back.
good luck fitting that there.
And it's like this
All right.
big.
Robin was a
My dad's
good,
How about
backseats in his truck are gigantic.
Robin was a good.
roomy? There you go. Okay, so Lexi, what about the next one?
Robin was a good man.
So this is an
Robin was a
adjective.
good
Delicious.
He was a delicious man.
Not that. That's weird. No,
Delicious.
not
So
delicious.
Impressive.
Yeah, either one, any one of
He was
those. You get the
delicious.
idea.
He was a
He was a
delicious.
delicious
You had to
chocolate
start
man.
with-
He was a chocolate Robin.
Owen. Owen. you have to-
Yummy chocolate.
Circle the one you want to choose. And then,
This is
a new
Ellie, what
commercial.
about the last one?
It's a new commercial for Batman's chocolate. Robin's chocolate.
Wait, shh. Ellie,
Was awfully lit.
awfully.
That doesn't seem like a,
It's a weird one. I don't use it very often,
doesn't seem
but
like a weak one.
it sounds kind of a British way to say it. It's awfully wet outside. So proper.
No.
But what would that be?
Don't say that like that.
I know, I'm sorry.
Uncommonly.
It's so pretty outside. You bet a bunch of
It's okay with. That's pretty good, actually.
Oh, no.
What's a better one, Ellie?
I would do noticeably.
Noticeably would work.
Uncommonly.
Uncomfortably.
Uncommonly is kind of weird. That would not work.
It works.
Surprisingly.
Surprisingly or thoroughly. Okay.
Seems like it works.
How about Wyatt, page 141? How about you read the sentence this time?
Although the giant moved quickly, Robin's men had dragged him into the water. He struggled fiercely.
Okay, so we're missing some punctuation, so that was a good job reading it. Struggled is our vocabulary, just means, because they're in a fight, obviously, so just fighting your opponent. That's what struggled, like, but you struggle with other things too, like other subjects in school or struggling to open a jar or something, who knows? Okay,
Life.
something is difficult to do. Do you have an example?
Life.
Oh, just struggled in life in general. Hopefully not your entire life, but you might have times in your life when you're struggling. It's true. Okay, 2 articles. Go ahead and find those. I see you're already working. Okay, 3 nouns. Nico.
Oh, giant men water.
Yes.
Giant men water.
Giant men.
I was like, is that one word? I'm just kidding. I knew what you said.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is one word.
He's
right.
Ether. How about the pronouns?
Him and he.
Him and he. Himmy.
Himmy. Hey,
Himmy.
Himmy, come here.
Me and my kid.
Adjective, back to you, John, in the studio.
Robins.
Robins, we need an apostrophe there.
Yeah.
Yes, because the men
Furiously.
are with Robin. They don't necessarily belong to Robin, but they're with Robin. Okay. And then adverbs, Owen.
Just think of that.
No, he's got
Seriously.
furiously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there a monkey in the back? Furiously, there's one more. Yeah, those are both adverbs, so ADV. You guys are monkeys. My first class, my youngest class, they sound like puppies. They're like, why are you panting like a puppy right now? I don't understand.
Because
Okay,
they're puppies.
I guess so. Monkeys in here. I know. Puppies in there.
And then
Okay.
the next one's gonna be gorillas.
no.
Oh, boy.
And they're gonna destroy the
What are we?
classroom.
We're gonna, unless somebody has a prepositional phrase, Any takers on that? Ellie?
Oh, I have one.
To
Okay.
the water.
To the water.
To where? My water.
To the water.
No,
Adverb clause, Nora.
Although the giant moved quickly.
Yes. AC for that.
AC/DC.
ACDC.
No, John. Go on.
Wait,
Uh,
all the giant move.
Lexi, do you want to do the main clauses or the subject verb pair next? Okay, main clauses. See if you can do it.
Robin's men dragged him to the water.
Yes.
And he struggled furiously.
Yes. Yes. Good.
There's no and in that too.
Well, and she was just saying and
The other one.
the other one. That's right.
Another bracket right here.
Now where are we? Let's see. Ether. I'm gonna bounce back to you there. What about the verbs?
Moved, dragged, struggled.
Moved.
What
Dragged
did
and
he do?
struggled. They're all ED. That's right. What are the subjects, Nico, with each one of those verbs?
Giant.
Yes. Yes.
He.
Good. You guys are like quick on this.
Giant. Because the man.
Before we do the openers, we need to figure out where that other period goes. Does anybody know where we need to put a period? Ellie knows. And so do you guys.
After you take out the comma for water.
Mhm.
Yep.
Is that what you guys were gonna say too?
Yep.
Okay, easy peasy. Two main clauses. They need a
We
period
win.
there.
Almost.
And then period at the end. Now openers.
Add for opening.
What's the first one? Adverb or is clausal?
Causal, oh, it's
Five
fine.
clauses.
5.
Those.
What's the other one, Lexi?
It's number 6, very short.
Yes, VSS. Good. Even though it starts with the subject, we're gonna call it a VSS because it only has 3 words.
Causal.
Okay, did you get the capitals?
Yep.
Uh-oh.
There's a comma, we took one out, but there's another comma that needs to happen somewhere. Nico.
It's in between quickly.
Uh-huh. Oh. After quickly, before Robins. And marks are there, apostrophe we already got. I think we're done.
We
Are we
win.
done?
We win.
Done. We're done. Yay, okay.
So always go home.
Okay, I have to talk to you about testing. I'm just gonna say it, I'm gonna come out and say it. I know it's a bad word around here. That's okay, we can do this. So,
Don't you say the T.
CASP, yes, it's the T word. You guys know about this test, right? CASP, okay,
I
yes.
do not know it.
This is what it stands for. California Assessment of Student Performance and Progress.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why is there 2 A's?
Of and.
Why do you have 2 A's?
California, California
Used
is
to be A.
I don't know, that's just how they do it.
No,
Just do
it's not a
C.
keyword.
Cas-
CA.
Caspian.
Okay,
Caspian
Caspian.
Sea.
Yeah. I
Okay.
The Prince Caspian.
Wait, why is there 2 A's when there's the?
Oh, yeah, we just
Why
explained
are
that.
2 A's?
Explain.
California.
Yeah.
Yeah, California abbreviation is C.
Is everybody okay with the acronym now?
It's fine, I don't care.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is coming up. Some students are starting next week. Some students are doing it in April. Does anybody know when you're doing the state test?
I
yet?
think April. I think April.
No, okay, so I know some students are with Valley Oaks. You'll do it at Valley Oaks in their cafeteria. If you're with Heartland, you guys do it at home. So,
Yay.
but you still have boundaries. You still have to not have any resources around you or anything. You can only have paper. They only let you use scratch paper. You know about that, right?
Mhm.
So does anybody have any lined paper with them today? 'Cause I have some if you don't have any, but
I didn't.
I'm
bring-
gonna have you guys just take some notes really quick. It's not gonna be
I
long.
have paper.
Can we have notes?
No.
Yes,
I was
so,
gonna bring-
well, let me explain that.
We were teaching when we do it? No.
You cannot have notes, but you will have probably a few of these in front of you and a pencil or a pen.
A cheat sheet.
So,
There's no
well,
one
there's
cheat sheet.
nothing on
There's
it.
no
If
one
that-
cheat
It's
sheet.
not a cheat sheet.
We're gonna.
Hold on.
Can we use Alexa?
You are going to put your own notes on here when you start. And I'm gonna talk to you about what notes to put for the writing part of the test. So this test has 2, maybe 3 parts to it. So you have math and language arts.
Darn it,
And
language.
Language arts includes comprehension, which is when you read a story or a paragraph and then they ask you questions about it. Okay, let me, hold on, before you ask questions, let me tell you, hands down. So you'll read a little passage and then it'll say, what did Johnny choose to, blah, 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 I don't even know. A question about a character, okay? And then you're gonna have some choices, multiple choice. And some of them are gonna be like obviously wrong, okay? In your mind, you're just gonna delete those. You're not gonna even pay attention to those are not it. You might narrow it down to 3 choices. And then you're like, well, this one doesn't really sound right. So now you're down to 2 and the 2 sound like either one could be the right answer. Has that ever happened to you before where you like eliminate options and then it's like, man, I'm down to 2. Either one would work.
I would do.
There's 2 things, hold on. There's 2 things you can do is go back and look in the story and try to find the answer that way. Or, I'm not kidding, you go eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by its toe. If it hollers, make it pay $50 every day. Okay, and you just pick one and move on.
Yep.
Okay, so here's what I also want to tell you. This test does not define you as a person or a student. This test is not going to determine whether or not you go on to the next grade or you don't go on to the next grade.
See how long you do.
This test is not going to determine if you go to college or you don't go to college. All they want is the state of California wants to collect all this data to see how we're doing as a state. And then they're going to compare it to all the other states in the United States,
Which we're gonna lose.
which we're going to lose. Good point.
Always.
So that's the thing. You have to do it, but don't stress over it. Because I remember when I was your age, I would just be like in panic whenever I had to do a test like that. And then I'd sit down to start it and my brain would literally be like completely blank. Like I didn't even know my own name. I didn't know where I was. It was like everything goes away. I don't know if that happens to you, but that's only because you're stressing. No, I just don't feel confident. I didn't feel confident when I was a kid and doing test taking. Okay.
It's only when I was
Hold on, let me finish. So just don't stress over it. It's really not that big of a deal, but I do want you to try your best because your parents will see the score that you get because they'll mail it to them. And they want to see that you tried. They don't want to see 0, 0, 0 because all you did was eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay, so don't do that.
You probably.
Okay, don't blame me.
Her, like, do they send you the answers yet? Do they send you the answers yet? My mom literally could.
Yeah.
She does not care
That's
about
fine,
this test
because
at all.
here's the other thing. You're whoever's doing your homeschooling, if it's your mom or whoever, they're the ones that know how you're doing. They know if you're progressing. That's all that matters, okay? So I want to prepare you. Go ahead, Owen.
Are we allowed to use
No,
multiplication
Wait.
chart? Multiplication chart?
I don't know. I don't think so.
We're looking right. Why is it
But
multiplication
yeah,
chart
that's a
first?
tough question.
I know for the state test.
I don't know.
You can create your own multiple.
Remember, they have a camera and it watches you. If you look at something, they suspect you.
They will want to see what you're looking at. You just check with your resource teacher. Is that what they call it?
You
Yeah.
can
Okay.
create your own
It tests-
multiplication table.
Or who?
I'm not seeing her for 8 weeks.
Then she'll probably email you and then your mom and then she can find out or your dad or whoever.
Dumb, bro. You can't even have a watch on that doesn't do anything.
Worst case scenario, you show up at the day of the test and you raise your hand and you say, can we use a multiplication? They'll tell you, you ask, okay, just ask. But for writing, you're gonna have scratch
For
paper.
writing, we can use a writing multiplication.
So for whatever test you're taking, you get scratch paper, like your blank paper. So for the writing part, here are some different things that you're gonna see. You're gonna see some short answers like, who was it that blah, blah, blah. You're gonna have like 1 or 2 sentences, easy, but you will type it. It's all digital. Then you might have other questions that say, write a paragraph
Make
about
those ones.
blank.
Okay.
And then you will have some that say, write an essay. I'm just telling you, an essay is 5 paragraphs.
What if they tell us like we can write anything? We can write about the test. I think the test.
I'm
No,
doing really good
no.
at this test.
You like a complaint? I just said say stand for.
I don't like essays.
It's a
So-
word. It doesn't stand for anything. It's basically a paper,
This is a.
but it's
complaint.
usually 5 paragraphs. All
How do you
right.
spell S?
When you sit down to start and it's your writing test, you're gonna use that. We'll just We're practicing that because this is a writing class. At the top of your paper, you don't have to put your name because this is your notes. Nobody else is gonna see those.
Everybody knows our name.
At the top of your paper, I want you to put dress ups. And that's what you're gonna do when you sit down to get ready to do the writing part of the test.
Dress up my words.
Dress ups. And here, I want you right now, without looking at any in your checklist, to that.
Check.
Don't look at any of your checklists. Try to think of all the dress ups that you have on your own right now, and then I'll tell you if you're missing any that you use right now in your writing.
Wait, dress ups, what are dress ups?
Okay, I'll give you the first one, LY adverbs.
Oh, you're doing those. now.
Yes. Then after that, you try to think of the other
Wait, do we
ones.
do openers too?
Yes, but not under dress ups. That's gonna be a separate category.
Okay.
So don't write down the openers, just write the dress ups that you underline in your writing. See if you can
Oh, what
remember
it's
them all.
called. Something adjectives. Quality.
There you go.
When I'm helping people.
How do you spell quality?
Oh, good question, because
I just hope.
if you don't spell it right, that's okay. They're not gonna grade your spelling. So if you get stuck on a word, you just sound it out, but I will tell you quality is spelled like this with a Q. Quality. And let me see how many you have on your checklist technically right now. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 things on your checklist.
5.
I got 6.
I thought there's 6.
Well, there is 6. But we only have 5 on our checklist right now. Because the because clause has now been combined with the WWW Asia.
Oh, okay.
Oh, now, okay. thank
But you
That
can make that separate on your list. It doesn't matter as long as you
Asia is
remember.
one.
Asia is one. Because is not, because it's Asia.b.
Well, I just.
Can I just
write
write separately?
class.
You can.
All
All right, what else? Quality this is adjective. What else do you guys have on your list?
Strong verbs.
Strong verb, good,
Because.
good. Well, that's part of what?
Well, actually, wait. We should not be.
There you go. Who knows all of www.asia.b? Yes.
That's
We have to
false,
add
yeah.
on the other ones since our WWH class is also until let's first and then.
Oh, yeah, that's the extra words. That's pretty good.
we need to figure out first and add this.
Yeah.
I did all.
What are we missing?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Wyatt.
Because close.
Okay, that's the B. So if you have it separate, that's okay. You can keep that. Who, which?
I got
I
that.
got it.
That's just copying my page.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's all of them. If you have the because clause separate, that's okay. Good. I want you to make this list because when you include these words in your paragraph, it will boost up your grade a lot. Okay, you guys are gonna just do great on your writing test. I can't help you with math. You're on your own with that. Some of you might be doing science. I think they do that in like
Fifth,
I love
seventh,
fifth and
ninth,
eighth. Is it?
Fifth, seventh, ninth, and I think 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
Not
means me,
on.
Owen, and John.
So yeah, some of you will be doing science.
love science.
Okay.
But it's-
I emailed all of your parents this morning with a link to a practice test. So I want you to talk to them about that and have one of them sit down with you and do it because there's tools on the test that you need to know how to find and use that can help you, okay? Like a highlighting tool or a strikeout tool. It's not a cheat sheet.
We that's what we got good.
Don't use the word cheat anymore when we're talking about a test.
Cheat.
Sheet.
Very, very helping.
It's the.
Anyways.
I added on.
You can get prepared, because here's the thing about this test that I almost said the HATE word and I do HATE it. When they use words in their instructions that are like, what?
Oh,
You know, like they throw in these words that are called Common Core. Have you guys heard of that before?
Yep.
Common
Common
Core.
Core.
It's a new style of learning under the California, whatever, you know, anyway, don't even get me started. But you might see some words in the instructions that you don't know. Just try your best, okay?
It's
Here's
not Casper, it's Casper the Friendly Ghost.
okay, so down here, you're gonna skip a line and let's put openers and see if you can remember all your openers.
That's I know you.
Good. I think we're only using 3, right?
Yeah, unless we add another one.
I mean, there is 4 on here.
What?
Right, oh, because we have a new one, sorry.
We do?
Well,
But
You rigged it, you rigged it.
Wait, do we have 3 or 4?
we have 4 today, but if you only put 3 down, that's okay.
But instead we're combining that. So
Um,
we don't. So if we put because, it
yeah,
doesn't have to be a because clause anymore, it could just be the WWH.
Yeah.
clause. Oh, it's like easy.
Wait, I lost it, I don't remember that.
I remember.
who remembers one?
I just know the new one.
It's the monkey in the back.
I have VSS.
VSS, number 6.
This is the one I
Yes,
have.
that's the easiest one. Okay, number 6. What else do we have?
Number 2, prepositional.
Oh my goodness, prepositional.
Prepositional.
Nora.
3, L-I after.
Stop doing that.
Okay,
New one.
by the way, you don't have to label these. I don't even know why I did that. I think because
I
you
did that
told me
also.
that. So you don't need those, okay? Because when you're writing for a test
You're gonna be like,
on
"What
the
is this?"
computer, yeah, you don't need to underline or highlight or that's only for me when you're turning in homework for me.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
it's right there.
It's right
Do
there.
you think it'd be weird if you like put like a number next to it, or do they know what that is?
They won't know what that is. They'll be like, why is there a number?
Gross.
So don't use the numbers. Just remember to start one of the sentences with one of these.
I looked at the next one.
I feel like you should.
That would help you a lot.
So like don't.
All right, on your
Marshall.
underneath this, I don't have any room, but underneath this, let's just do a sample keyword outline 1 through 5. Oh my goodness. And then clincher.
Chicken. Wait, what are we doing?
I'm telling you, if you do what you've been learning in my class on this writing test,
We
you
will.
will do really, really well.
I'll just say guess.
You will blow away all the other California students
Eagle.
in writing. I can't say that about math.
Math, I will win.
John will win.
I will
He got
win.
like a
Math,
12th
I
grade
believe.
math thing.
Yes. Did you have a question?
No.
Okay. So you're gonna use your keyword outline to help you. It's gonna be a question like, read the following paragraph and write, or read the following article and write a 1-paragraph response to it.
No.
Something like
I
that.
don't like this.
We will do
This
that,
one's
yes.
about to do
Topic.
something about it, and then it was like now write like you were writing to the government or something about how you can think it's a problem or something.
You don't.
Okay, so we haven't gotten
That
into
was
writing a
actually my
letter yet.
response. You don't, that's one.
Obviously, writing a letter is a lot like just writing a paper, but you're just gonna put dear governor.
Dear Governor, you don't need to fix this problem, it's not a problem.
Dear Galvin Newsom, you're the worst.
Or would you please think about retiring?
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Ron, California.
It might be too. Do you need a tissue? There's some in the back. There might be like something about like Abraham Lincoln, for example. They might say, read this article about Abraham Lincoln and write a 3-paragraph report on it. So if there's, okay, I want you to write this underneath your, okay, number sign, I know I'm in your way, Lexi, equals number of topics. That's a note for you.
Number.
This symbol is paragraphs,
I thought it was pi, I'm sorry. I'm not okay right now.
not pi. It's okay.
You're not okay.
Mine does not look anything like that.
Number of paragraphs equals the number of topics. If you need 3
Number.
This paragraph.
paragraph symbol, if you need 3 paragraphs, then in whatever you're writing, you're gonna pick out 3 topics. Now, guess what? You can't take notes on the computer screen, right? That's why
Yes, you can.
like we do.
I've done it before.
What?
No, there might be. I just meant physically writing.
You can have a digital paper.
Digital. you can put digital notes. I would just put a little topic note next to each paragraph, like we do for some of the things we read about, like the transportation one was railroad and then automobiles, right? We make notes on there. You can do that. Or just keep notes on your paper. Use your scratch paper for your writing part, okay? And then each paragraph would be a separate topic, just like you guys have been doing. So you'll get a blank piece of paper, you set all this up, and then you could go, okay, now I can start, because you have your notes ready, you don't even have to think about any of that stuff anymore.
Like a number of topics, equal number of topics.
This is,
No, paragraph.
Paragraphs.
yeah. It's a backwards P with 2 lines. I don't know why.
So
It
a
just is.
9 with 2 lines.
Don't think of 9, that might mess you up, because that's probably why you thought. "Nah." This is paragraphs, so whatever number of paragraphs they want you to write, that's how many topics you need. That's how many Roman numerals you have. Don't forget to put topic here, right? Each Roman numeral is a topic. And Ethier, did you have questions?
It's really great on time. Can we take our time?
Yes, you can take your time, it is not timed.
Some of them are timed. I've actually done the time.
They are not timed. If they tell you they're timed, they're wrong. No, they're not timed, but they might only have a certain amount of time to do it with you.
Because then they have to do other people.
And if you aren't finished, then that's okay. They'll stop you right there and then you'll have to schedule another time to keep
Yeah, they'll
going.
just hit like the old,
Later.
the good old save button.
Yes, pause, save, yeah.
And do back.
Okay, so don't worry about the time. It takes time. Just be prepared to take your time.
I
It is-
did it.
It's long,
I did
it's
it.
long. Don't stress though.
We mean this.
So stressed.
All right,
Last time I
I'm
took
done talking about that for today. We're gonna do some more practice next week, so you can just hang on to these notes to remind you, that's how you set it up.
Last time I took a test, some people literally completed 2 tests in under like 10 minutes.
They're probably
Okay,
did
go
terrible.
to-
They probably did terrible.
What are we doing here? We are on page
205.
205. 206.
Oh, troops. Yeah.
You guys wrote your 3 paragraphs, or 2 paragraphs, sorry, my bad. 2 paragraphs about a dream, 2 different dreams or hopes that you have in life. You got, how many of you were able to finish those 2 paragraphs? Good. If you did not, it's okay. That's all right. I will work on that. Today, we're going to talk about the introduction and the conclusion. And by the way.
Why is there no EWH?
Yes, good question, because it's a different format for this.
Oh.
So this is, wait, okay, hold on.
It's right here.
I think we talked about, we've done introduction and conclusion before, right?
No,
This is the first time?
never done it before.
Yes.
It said, then what?
I'm just gonna write this down so that you can visually see it, okay? This would be like your introduction. I know you've done it before, maybe not for me. This 1, 2, I'm gonna make it small just so you could get the idea. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
In time.
And then we've got 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we've got 5. And that one's just 1, 2, no, but I'm gonna show you the traditional format.
It's
We're only doing 4.
introduction, 3 body paragraphs.
This is the conclusion. These 3 are called the body paragraphs. There's that
The
symbol.
intro is the head and the conclusion is the feet.
You can think of
Sure.
head and feet, you can think of a sandwich, hamburger, anything that has like, okay, so your
A
top and
person.
bottom are gonna be similar, not exactly the same, but they're gonna be very, very close, these 2 parts. And this is where each one is completely different. If you're doing the transportation one, it's like, one's all about automobile, airplanes, and
Backflips.
the Erie Canal. Okay, so those all 3 would be separate, but these, the introduction and the conclusion are gonna be similar. Your paper only had 2 body paragraphs. So let me take this off.
Oh, no.
And you had,
You ruined it.
this was a dream,
A dream.
and this was a separate dream.
I have a tweet.
But they're both body paragraphs, okay? You had 2 dreams or hopes. Number 4 is going to be your conclusion. That's the format, okay? So now, I just explained that to you. turn to page 207.
I'm on-
207,
Look at it.
we're gonna write about the conclusion first. I know it seems backwards, but this is easier to write than the introduction. So we're gonna start with the conclusion next.
Conclusion of.
And I like how Owen pointed out that where's the KWO, it's different on this one. This is a totally different format. So at the top of page 207, it says restate the topics. Write a sentence or two about each topic. Remember, these are your topics.
Why do we start with?
Hold on.
conclusion?
Because it's easier that way. The introduction is the hardest one to write, so we're gonna save that for last, okay? Conclusion's easier. You're gonna restate your topics and you're gonna try to convey the main idea of each body paragraph. In other words, reword the topic sentences, highlight or bold the topic key words. So raise your hand if you want to tell me the 2 hopes or dreams that you wrote about. What were your 2 paragraphs about? Yes.
Become successful in Twitch streaming and become a professional gamer at a game.
Okay, so successful at, what is it called?
Twitch streamer.
Twit streamer, is that how you spell it?
Twitch. TCH.
BCH, really?
I thought you said twit.
Hey guys, on Twit.
On
It's like a little
I'm-
purple
on
logo.
Twitter.
That's what you say when you have like a little annoying brother or sister.
What's up,
like,
you
"Oh,
little
you're such a
twit?"
brat."
I'm a
It's like brat. It needs the same thing, brat.
Twit.
Yeah, here we go, back to the British. Okay, and the other one was, what was your other one?
Become a professional gamer at a game.
Okay.
Yeah,
A game.
Just a game.
In a game,
Any game.
all the games.
For
It's called
sure.
Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege.
Okay.
That's
Actually,
I'll have the third one.
I'm surprised you didn't do like Minecraft, like Fortnite. There's a lot of good games you did.
All right, I'm just gonna use yours as an example, but go ahead and tell me, what are your 2?
I did a be the NBL
NBA?
and go to the Grand Canyon.
You need to be
And
a
go
lot
to the Grand
taller to be
Canyon.
in the NBA.
Well, you got some years, you can work that out later. Just eat lots of vegetables and
He hates.
I hate that.
And pump chemicals into your body.
get on the stretching machine, that'll just stretch your
No.
body out. I'm just kidding.
Hurts.
Anybody else, what other dreams? Yes,
To become a YouTuber
YouTuber,
and to hope that Power Rangers will get back on Netflix.
that's not a dream for you.
Yeah.
I don't think that one's gonna work.
I hate power.
Did you already write the paragraph on the YouTubers? Wanting to
No.
be a YouTuber? Okay, so you gotta think of a different dream that actually. I mean, how can you make a whole paragraph about hoping Power Rangers comes back on the show?
I just,
That's
I hope,
not-
I hope, I hope, I
Yeah,
hope, I hope,
So
I
it needs to
hope,
be
I
something
hope.
that you want to do in the future, in your future, okay?
Watch
So keep thinking about
Power
that.
Rangers on Netflix.
No. What was yours, Lexi?
Nurse and missionary.
Nurse and missionary, okay.
The end of the paragraph.
Think of your 2 topics and notice there on that page, 207, you have a space next to topic A. That's whatever your first body paragraph was about. So for Ethier, that would be about being successful at Twitch streamer.
Wait.
Okay, make a complete sentence about that, okay? Got that? Make a complete sentence about that.
Dreams what, sorry.
That you want to be a successful Twitch streamer, if that's yours.
I don't want to.
What about, think of your first topic, okay?
Okay.
Do you need to use the bathroom really quick? Are you good?
No.
Okay.
I have it.
You put your first sentence right here next to topic A about your first body paragraph. Does that make sense? So you would write about being a nurse. You know what yours is?
Going to the Olympics.
And you know what yours is? Look at topic A, write a sentence about it. A complete sentence.
Wait, I thought this was for.
Wait, is this for hope or the dream?
This is the hope, hope / dream. It's both.
Wait, so this is.
That's what your
so we're
body
doing the
paragraph.
same one?
No, you're doing your own. So like yours, what did you write about in your 2 paragraphs?
Be in the NBA and go to the.
The NBA for basketball, right?
Yeah.
NBA.
National.
NBA.
National basketball.
So write a complete sentence about being in the
No, that's
NBA.
Yeah.
That's it.
Association. No, national basketball.
All-Star Association.
That's right.
I don't, I thought it was
Be
National Basketball All-Star. No one knows. What is it?
Is it NBA?
NBA.
I don't think it's all stars though. I think it's association.
Yeah.
Now you got me.
One grand capital lambda.
What was your first dream that you wanted to do? Dream.
I'm already halfway there, right?
So Nico, I know you're confused here, but I was calling it hope. It's dream / hope for the future. Okay, I know you're separating those two out, but really it's basically the same thing. What you hope to do in the future, or what you hope, what your dream is for yourself in the future. Does that make sense? So same thing. So what was your first body paragraph about? YouTubing. So for topic A on page 207, make a sentence about how someday I dream to be a YouTuber. And that was yours too, right, Wyatt? So go ahead and write a sentence about that. Someday I dream about being a YouTuber. A famous YouTuber. A famous YouTuber or a what?
Mr. Beast. No.
No, I hate
No, I hate.
I hate Mr. Beast.
Thumbs up when you got a sentence for topic A. Your goal right now is
I
to
have
have
any strong feelings about it.
being in the NBA.
Yeah. I'm just spelling.
One day I dream of being a professional basketball player. That's a good sentence. This is the conclusion.
So when we write that is why I would want it to be.
Oh, sorry, I was confused. I thought it was more like, I want.
You don't
to
have
be
to
in-
put You can.
So how do we?
You're just restating your topic. You're restating it. You're not saying that is why, because you didn't just explain why. That's gonna come later.
Oh, I was just saying I want
So
to
you're
be in
just-
the Olympics. That's fine.
There you go. That's
Second.
fine. And
I
you can
spoke-
change that a little bit as you go to write that later.
Olympia.
What did you put, Nico? Did you write anything yet? What did you put?
I want to be in the Olympics,
Perfect.
but
Simple.
I spelled Olympics in Greek.
Oh, okay.
It's Olympia. That's nice.
That's easy. Did you write yours down? What did you get, Ellie?
But in Greek. So.
One of my J's is pro-person.
That's good.
Is that Olympia?
You put one of my
that's
dreams is
Oh.
to, do you have yours, Wyatt? What do you have?
Someday I want to be a YouTuber.
Okay,
Yeah, that-
perfect. That's a good one. Be thinking about your other idea, okay?
Alpha, delta, beta.
My handwriting is looking
gamma.
My
I don't know,
first
maybe you'd be
handwriting's
interested in
like
writing
that
your
way.
own script for that show?
Yeah.
Or
I can save it to outreach alphabet.
maybe, because it's gotta be about for you, like something you want to do in the future. Does that make sense? Not just to watch, but to do something. All right, everybody should, if you don't have A down yet, keep thinking. Topic B is your second body paragraph, which is your second dream for yourself. Okay, the second thing you want to do, be a missionary, or maybe it's to travel somewhere. Maybe you want to travel to Japan. A lot of that. There you go. That's doable. But you already wrote your paragraphs. Wyatt is still working on his second paragraph, but you could think of a place you want to travel to see. Japan is cool because they have a lot of technology there.
They have a, like, you can go and like sleep in this thing. So it's like a vending machine, you put money in it and you can sleep in it. That's weird.
I've heard about that.
Doesn't open everything.
It's a micro.
You're dead. That's it. Bye-bye.
No, you break the glass. You break the glass.
Just watch you sleep.
Yeah, people can.
They're called, I
actually-
think they're called pods or something like that,
Yes,
right?
so
Sleeping pod.
Yeah, sleeping pods.
There's literally no curtains inside. It's just what clear light.
So write topic B, next to topic B, whatever your second, Whatever
to
your
Hawaii.
second dream was, or whatever your second paragraph was, it has to be something you already wrote about for your homework.
Okay, I
Okay.
can write leave go.
You can put that in your notes, but when you go to write this, you can't use go.
Yeah.
It's a banned word.
Go.
Thumbs up when you got A and B down.
I don't get that, I do have.
You kind of. It's nothing.
Good, sideways. Okay, what is your second one? You got it? Okay. Don't mess me up like that. Okay. You can think about yours, okay, Wyatt? You got some time to think about it. So look at the next part at the top here. It says most significant and why. So jump back up here at the top of your page. What is, and think about your two dreams that you have for yourself. What is the most important, most interesting, or most significant thing to remember about all that you wrote and why? You may consider explaining why it is important to have hopes and dreams. You may tell what impact hopes and dreams have on you now, or how they may impact your future. You may choose one of your topics and tell why it is the most significant, or you may choose something that tells the importance of the entire subject.
I thought you said his name.
I heard why.
I heard why.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't even notice that. Wyatt, okay, not you, not Wyatt.
My dancer says let's see all the time at
Oh,
dance,
yeah?
and I always think she's saying Lexi.
Oh, that's funny.
She's saying
So think about what is the most significant thing about one of your hopes and dreams, or both of them, or just how it impacts your future, or how it impacts you now. Maybe it motivates you. If you want to be a professional YouTuber, maybe it motivates you to start practicing now or start
There's more to
researching.
my NBA.
Huh?
I would like to.
Do you see down here where it says most significant? I want you to start your sentence with the most significant thing or aspect, or
I started, I didn't start with that.
you
but-
can squeeze it in. You can squeeze it
The
in.
most significant part should be at the end.
It is.
The best for last.
This is a sentence that you must have in your conclusion. The most significant.
Will you write that down?
Yes, next to where it says most significant, okay? They gave you lots of lines. You can keep going on those lines. It's okay. You can use the word thing here, or part, about, blank is blank. And then you need because blank. So in your sentence, it's going to be framed like this.
about
The most significant thing about becoming a nurse, becoming a YouTuber, becoming a gamer, becoming a Twitch streamer is that I get to be famous, that I get to inspire other people to do the same thing, that
Are
I,
you gonna write a sentence for both paragraphs or just one for
we're only working on the conclusion right now. So
The-
this is all conclusion.
most
I think the most.
significant thing about?
So you gotta
asking
pick
for
one.
both of them?
No,
Or just
you gotta just pick one.
Okay.
Or it, like it said in the instructions, you can pick one of your dreams, or you can tell why it's important to have a dream.
I think the most
never-
significant part
Like-
in my NBA one is that LeBron James, I want to be my coach.
Oh, did you mention that earlier in your?
No, Michael Jordan.
You can say
Michael
Jordan.
Jordan's dead.
No?
Well, he's old.
He's old.
He can't coach. He
What?
can't coach.
Just because you're old doesn't mean you can't coach.
Did you just say Michael Jordan's dead? And then you're like, no, and then, well, okay. It's like,
Well, okay,
he's
that's
not dead. It's not.
fine,
Dead.
if he's not.
No, that,
But he's
what the
old.
LeBron, no, what's his name?
LeBron James.
Yeah, he's dead, right?
No.
No, he's not.
He's
Wait, so who's the
young.
one that died in the helicopter crash?
That was Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant.
We were at Disneyland when that happened. I was little. My dad was
Gosh,
sad.
yeah,
This is like-
it was awful. It's really sad. Okay, anyway, back to this. Okay, so you could say, if you want to talk about dreams in general, you can say the most significant about dreaming about your future. If you want to keep it more generic. I don't know why I said that. I was hoping you didn't hear me. All right, okay, fine. The most significant thing about. Sometimes words just come out. I don't know why. is blank because make sure you use because and tell why.
Is James with a Z or an
S.
Why? Oh, like this.
What's that?
May I go back from?
Yes, you may.
Which one's yours?
Someone that spelled it.
Thumbs up if you got that sentence. Did you guys get it in the back? Nico, Ethier, did you guys get that sentence about the most
Yeah.
significant? What did you get, Ethier?
The most significant thing about becoming a gamer is because I want to make money for my family.
Okay, good. How about you, Nico? What'd you get?
Mine is the most significant thing about becoming a YouTuber is entertainment because I loved watching people as a kid.
Good. That's awesome.
Wait, because why don't we just go to?
Okay,
Man, we
Going-
ran out of time. We were having too much fun here. Okay,
I can,
turn to page 209 really quick. We're gonna do this quick. Shh, everybody's gotta be quiet because we gotta get this done. 209, go to
Yeah.
page 209. We're gonna talk about the introduction now. It says attention getter, and attention getter,
It's like what brings.
it starts your paper. It's the very first sentence. So there's a few things you can do. Shh. You can ask a question, like, have you ever thought about being a YouTuber or a gamer? Or you can find a quote, and it's okay to look online as long as your parents are okay with that, to find a famous or interesting quote about gaming, interesting quote about nursing, interesting quote about missionary work. And then you can find something that stands out to you to start your paragraph. That's the very first sentence. It can be a quote, it can be a question, or it can be a VSS. What does that stand for?
Very short.
It could be something really like Martin Luther King said, I have a dream. I have a dream.
Very short sentence.
That's 4 words.
Martin
very short.
Luther King said, that's also part of the sentence.
What if I did that? I
have
have
a
a dream. And that dream would
Tank.
sorry.
No, please not.
That dream would what?
No, could I just say I have a dream?
You could say I have a dream.
I have a dream about going to the Olympics.
Now, put that for your attention getter. Okay, look on this page 209. This is your template here for the introduction.
Something was wet.
Next is the background. The background, tell your reader what the subject of your composition is about, but not say too much, or do not say anything similar to this composition is about blank. Don't say that. Okay, that's boring.
It's
Say,
blank.
this paper is about blank. Don't say that.
I
Okay.
love doing it.
Simply make a general statement about the subject, then provide background information. I know we gotta go. You think would be interesting or important. Like, I have thought about being a nurse ever since I was 5 years old. That's background. Or when I was young, my mom used to work at the hospital and I always would go visit her at lunchtime or something. And I thought it was neat that she was a nurse at the hospital. So some kind of background information, don't pack up yet.
How many
I'm not
sentences on that?
1 to 2 possibly.
1 to 5, 10.
And then notice topic A and topic B. You're gonna restate your 2 topics differently than the conclusion. Don't do the same as the conclusion. Okay? Your 2 topics are the 2 body paragraphs that you have written. Does that make sense? Okay. So that is the format. Now you still have to fit in all of your dress ups and your openers. So you're probably going to have to add extra sentences here, because if you only have 1, 2, 3, 4 sentences, you're not going to be able to get all of your dress ups and your openers all in that. So you're going to have to add to that. But that's the basic structure of the introduction and the conclusion. Okay. Now, another thing, hold on, don't close up yet. You do not need to do, wait, everybody stop.
Trying to.
You do not need to do topic clincher for your introduction and your conclusion. But you do need to highlight your topics. So hold on, guys, you can stop back there. Like these 2 topics, you can highlight Twitch streamer and professional gamer in your introduction and the conclusion. Does that make sense? You're only highlighting your topics. Do not worry about topic clincher. only for your introduction and conclusion. So your job, I know we didn't get to finish everything, but you're gonna write your introduction and your conclusion using those pages about your dream.
Yeah, we get to do the hardest
Okay.
part.
All right, you're done. That's it. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.